Hello everybody.
Hi everybody.
Welcome to TFT Tarot for Today Divine Dabblings with
the candy addicted Mr. O.
And me, the evil guardian of the candy, Banshee. Hi everybody. Welcome. We're hoping for a much happier day than yesterday was, where just about everything that could go wrong will. Our website was being spammed mercilessly.
And that was after, of course, the interruption on happy hour.
Well, some of that apparently had some roots, as we have found, as we've been cleaning this out. But it's been a process, and it still is not done, but I'm getting closer. So I got more to do later. It's been taking up time that I'd rather spend with other people online or whatever, doing other projects. But no, thank you, spamming turds. Sorry. Anyway.
It's all very painful.
It pretty much was, you know. Unbelievable. But anyway. And then other downtime issues and weird stuff happening. I sent out a mini look at the Tarot of the Owls on Twitter today because it wouldn't go out yesterday. I could not get it to post, no matter what I did.
I couldn't get the video for Material Matters to upload.
What a mess yesterday was.
It did finally upload. So
we're hoping for much better today. And I am for the collective using my very new Witch's Moon Magic Oracle. So, Violet, you get a little sneak peek of a card before I post pictures. It's got nice silver backing there.
You're showing it, yeah.
Shiny. And Mr. O can show the back of the card when I...
Or the book.
And have Mr. O pick a card for us. All right. Okay, I think both you, Kara, and Violet would love this deck. Just saying. Oh. The werewolf! It just figures he would pull that one. Uh-oh.
Lunacy.
Let's see what the werewolf has. Yes, Angel, this is one of those new decks I broke my vow on. Again.
I saw Lon Chaney Jr. walking with the Queen.
Werewolf. Lunacy. Werewolves Howl by Dread Wolf Spain. Old myth striving, one insane. Wild behavior, maddening moon. Crazy effects of La Lune. This moon magic is said and done, so mote it be with harm to none. I think I sometimes buy Barbara Meckle-John Free's decks for her poetry. So nice.
That's right, Kara, because moonlight becomes you.
Okay, so moon guidance here. As blood-curdling howls bellow across the deep black sky, myths and legends of old confirm your internal battle of the mind. Struggling to conform with those who challenge your cognitive capacity takes its toll. Your kind, sensitive side is affected with every moon phase. When the moon is waning, you find yourself naturally withdrawing, and you are more outrageously outgoing when the moon waxes towards full moon. However, when recent behavior drives you batty and your mental health declines, or when you simply can't be heard, sensory overload becomes the enemy. and you could be accused of being a werewolf. Men turn into wild beasts isn't all fairy tales, or men turning into. Much truth surrounds how influenced you are by the moon's lunar effects. Being moonstruck, falling in love, and being dazed by another's beauty drives you wild. So be aware of any absurd, foolish behavior as you follow your passion, or you could be cited as quite mad. Now, there's just a brief little bit of moon magic information here. The moon phase for this is the full moon. The goddess is the mother. The powers are lunacy, madness, passion, shapeshifter, transformation, cyclical moods, and moonstruck. And she's got a ritual idea here to connect with the lunacy of the full moon and shapeshift into a werewolf. Wear a wolf skin under a full moon. Howl into the night and observe your emotions. I like it. What do you think, Mr. O?
Oh!
That's kind of like your singing, so stop. All right, so that's basically it. I really love this deck. We'll see more of it, I am sure. And I will be posting a little look-see-at on Twitter, so stay tuned for that, my Twitter followers. All right. So, on with the show. Oh, I do want to say, I am wearing again my Hail to the Victors, wishing both teams good luck in the Super Bowl. It's true, I staked my claim on the Kansas City Chiefs, which appear to be the underdogs in this game. Mr. O kind of went along to get along, I think.
That's what I said.
Because everything looked so close card-wise in our reading. If you want to check out our Super Bowl reading before the game, it's out there.
Right, it's on our YouTube channel. You can easily find it.
All right. Let's move on. So we have Angel Mary. Moonlight came in. Hello, welcome, Moonlight.
We were just talking about Moonlight. So Libra was first, and Libra asked...
Violet, do you have Kara on the list? Because I have Kara right after Angel Mary, and then Moonlight. Okay, that's all right. It's all right. I caught it. So I have Kara and then Moonlight. Just to let you know, Moonlight, there was somebody else before you. So
Libra has asked what the cards are saying about her getting a job.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I'll use this deck, and you can use the Lenormand.
I shall.
Alrighty, thank you. And hi, Libra. Hopefully things are picking up in that department, or will be. What do the cards say? I'm going to use the Olympus Tarot. I've only used it a few times here before. It's one of the giveaways from Madame Banshee over here, who deemed it as not interesting enough or something.
I have so many decks and so little time. There's probably going to be more for him to choose from.
It's all right by me. Truly, your loss is my gain, or your giveaway is my gain.
This is true.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and flip over, and our first card is the Three of Cups, upright. And then it's followed by the Five of Cups, upright. They're called chalices here. Well, I guess this is one of those Los Scarabaeos where they have a number of languages.
Interesting. And the Five of Cups upright. Okay.
And then finally, followed by the reversed Four of Pentacles. What do you got?
Well,
the whip. Whip it good. And a dog. Don't beat the dog.
now don't you feel... Looks like the dog is beating someone.
Well, it could be.
But maybe the dog is breaking free of its leash. But, the thing here is interesting that we have the dog and we have the Three of Cups. So I'm noting that because that's usually a celebration with, and camaraderie with people you know.
Okay.
But we also have this Five of Cups here, and I don't know, in relation to your question, as far as when or, what about the job prospects here, I'm looking at this Five of Cups and I'm putting it front and center to say that I feel maybe some people around you are seeing, your disappointment or dismay, whether it's friends, whether it's family, whatever the case may be, people who may be close to you in some capacity, maybe see this as getting you down. You really need something right now. You feel you're lacking something, or that you have lost some ground or lost something. What is this one again?
It's the Four of Coins or Pentacles reversed.
And so, well, the Four of Coins reversed often talks about getting rid of and eliminating things in our life we don't need or don't use anymore. And my advice here, because I'm sticking right with your question, it's not personal. And so I think my advice here is that what you really don't need in your life is this dwelling on disappointment. And I think people around you see that and want to see better days for you, which is why I'm thinking here that maybe somebody you know, whether it's a friend or somebody close to you, will act quick and maybe offer you a tip or advice or help you find something. I think it's possible, or it's possible too, that you will find somebody who you can trust, a trusted advisor, somebody who's going to act quick and help you out.
Libra Cusp, when I look at the Five of Cups here, the image says to me that there is unfinished work or there is unforeseen work. There's obstacles or things that are just not seen there. And I know that's slightly within the vein of the traditional meaning there, or something you're not aware of, your unfinished business aspect. I'm taking that to this context. And I think what it could be is saying that you may have to realize that you have to use or release resources. That's the Four of Coins reversed. Spend money possibly to do things that would enable your job searching. So in other words, it may mean you might have to pay money to update skills, update things that make you more viable or put you into the realm of where you're going. And that maybe that's something that you haven't been able to realize yet, or more likely you're just not noticing that. But over here, though, I think what it's saying too, though, is that Three of Cups is saying that there are people who will maybe also fall into that idea of not noticed assets or unnoticed business who may be helpful too. And so once again, I think like Banshee said, there's a draw between the Three of Cups and the dog. So you may find that there is somebody who's a friend. Maybe they're a very good friend, or maybe they're just a decent enough friend to really either motivate you or give you something that gives you a quickening, sort of a movement here. They give you an edge, maybe, maybe the sting of the whip represents the idea of giving you an edge in facilitating somehow. But I do think it's like kind of like what I said is like you're going to probably have to find ways to financially or otherwise invest in this situation to get better, to get the job.
By the way, Libra, we forgot to ask, did you want a spin of the wheel?
Yeah, we can still do that.
We can still do that for you. We're spinning the wheel this month only for free love reading. We've already given one away, so we'll try again. We have to land on either the Lovers or the Moon on this wheel. So just ask when it is your turn if you want a spin of the wheel. That's what we have for you, Libra. I wish you success with finding your job. Good luck with that.
All right.
And Mary the Aries. Of course, a fellow Aries can be added. All right. And hi, Pergati.
Hi, Pergati. So I get the Lenormand?
Yes. Yes, you shall. All right. I'm going to move this.
So Mrs. Talent is up?
Mrs. Talent, good to see you again. We're spinning the wheel for love readings if you want them. You just want to know what Spirit wants you to know. Okay. And you know what? There's no time like the present to use my Tarot of the Owls. A beautiful new deck. I love the colorful back, but you can tell when it's upright and reversed if you remember which colors are on top. And of course the way the eye is turned too. So that's unfortunate for reading reversals, but that's my only complaint about the deck. All right. Okay. First card. Oh my. Five of Pentacles upright. I like this one reversed. The Eight of Swords reversed. God, two of these cards are two that looks like I may have showed. The Seven of Cups reversed. Okay, so the question was what Spirit wants you to know.
Now, over in Lenormand, I'll quickly throw down the birds. So that's interesting because, of course, we're doing the Owl Tarot. And then also the ring.
Okay. Huh. Well,
does that sort of make it interesting?
Everything makes it interesting to me because I feel here, I don't know. Yes, it does make it interesting. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm really, again, looking at this middle card here, Kala, I think you would feel really empowered if you could tackle some of the issues that you feel involve something you're lacking in your life, whether it's good health, whether it's, poverty, some financial issues right now, whatever the case may be, this is a time to step up and do something about it. Make choices and decisions, and sometimes we have to take small steps before we take the larger ones, We got to start small and work our way into getting to where we need to be, because every small step leads to more feelings that you can do this, that you have the strength, the courage, the will to, to get it done. And here with the ring and the birds, I feel this is just saying, make a commitment to communicating this even. It's actions speak louder than words. That's a definite. But the bottom line is, maybe you should do some affirmation work. I don't know why, but when I'm seeing this, for some reason, this has popped in my head that I think I need to tell you to do some affirmation work. And also commit yourself to, if you feel like somebody or some organization or healthcare people, financial advisors could help you, communicate with them. Make a commitment to reach out and communicate.
Well, hello there again. And so when I look at this, I sort of go back and forth a little bit here. Like I don't have a straight progression. I sort of feel like if you are feeling, that maybe there are things that are blocked or not accessible to you, or that you're wanting of them, some of that could very well be an illusion, that maybe you're just thinking about it in a different way that makes you feel that you're blocked to it, but that instead really there could be an opportunity, or that by removing that mindset, you may feel that there is a way forward, something else good to focus on. And so I think Spirit could be saying that to you then. Spirit wants you to know that what you think may block you could just be an illusion, and or that you're not seeing that way forward there. But since you said, whatever Spirit would like you to know, of course, many of us all feel that birds, owls, birds, others, are messengers of Spirit. So I think it's really interesting Kala, that this shown up, the birds there. And so I sort of feel the same thing that Banshee does, that but the idea maybe would be that this is, remain committed, to working with the voice of spirit. So that could very well mean, seek affirmation, seek positive work, to continue in your movement, dispelling the illusions.
That's what we have for you. I hope this makes some sense. Good to see you again, Kayla.
Thank you.
Don't be a stranger. All right. Very welcome.
Yes, you are welcome. Absolutely.
Lena wanted a spirit reading for the next 3 months. And yes, Violet, we'll use this deck for your reading.
Oh, you can get a spin, of course.
Oh, yes, you may. All right, I shall spin.
And it's the High Priestess.
High Priestess. We're doing this all month, so come on back and try again.
And Lena asked for a spirit reading for the next 3 months. All right.
Yeah, you mentioned that before the wheel spin.
Yeah, I know that. I guess I was just sort of wondering if we're giving her a spin too, but I guess she's not here to say that.
I don't know. Don't forget, everybody, if you do want to win a free love reading, just have us spin the wheel. I suppose you should make a bot for that in our and have it come up fairly routinely.
I could do that,
just for February, and I could
well,
put
right.
it in the.
I could, just re-edit it for any of the times that we do that.
Yeah.
All right, so spirit reading for the next 3 months. Give me one more shake here.
Somebody's sleeping in the cat tree. I'm not mentioning names.
So your first card, Lena, is the Hanged One, which definitely could be a message from Spirit, of course. The next card is likewise another major arcana, but it's the Empress and they're reversed.
Okay.
And then our third card is Strength.
Ooh.
And Strength is upright. I love this one. Beautiful card. I'm using the Tarot of the Ancestral Path.
I'll let you go first on this one. I have some ideas, but...
So then there's the Lenormand Tower.
Yep.
And the Whip. So the spirit message for the next 3 months. Well, this could be saying that there is to some degree a sense of a sacrifice or something that you need to give up, perhaps. And it could be, your position within something that's going on. Maybe it's, in your endeavors to start business or further, other situations. It is about, taking care of yourself. So maybe there is a choice between how much you are able to focus on yourself versus how much you need to continue empowering yourself. They may be the same thing, but there may not be the same thing. And the way the situation evolves in the next few months is that you may have to decide quickly if there is one that has, let's say, an institutional basis. So maybe this is talking about the furtherance of your career or job situation. What are you possibly giving up, that maybe affects yourself, that takes away from yourself? Those are the kind of questions you may have to confront yourself with.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough one for me. It's kind of interesting. In a way, it is an interesting spirit reading. I almost wonder here if Spirit is saying, I like the use of sacrifice this time. I don't always go there with the Hanged Man. But you may have to sacrifice your your ideas of what really suits you. And I almost do feel it's career oriented here, business oriented. You have to, I think Spirit wants you to know that if in these next 3 months, you should, if you're looking for work or employment, you should focus yourself on looking for things that really make you feel good about yourself, not something that you're going to struggle with, but something that seems like it really fits you like a glove. And also that where it's not such a hard hitting job. Sometimes the work world, corporate world is just real. I don't know if you know the phrase dog eat dog, but it's basically, people constantly trying to one up each other and very stressful. Try to do something that's more balanced, maybe more kinder, more beneficent.
Maybe what you sacrifice or give up is the idea that you can't have both of these situations, that you can't be strong and empowering, but that you can't also do the nurturing of your other life or your personal life that you might need to as well.
I guess I'm looking at the gentler side of Strength Upright this reading. That's why I said what I said.
No, I don't disagree with that.
No, I know. I just wanted to, because I know you're looking at that slightly different than me. Whatever the case may be, it's got to be really right for you here. Spirit is saying it's really important for you to take care of you and to nurture yourself. A lot of times, we're so busy trying to please others on a job and making sure that they like what we're doing, and if it's going to be so high pressure that you have to prove yourself all the time, or that they're cracking the whip all the time to try to make you produce more and more, I would say, that is not the type of job for you. So Spirit is saying focus on these areas in your life. And if it's not about the job, I guess, because I really feel this strongly, the message is there for that. But if it's not about the job, it just might be saying, take a kinder approach to things. Don't, and don't isolate yourself. Be out there and take a kinder approach to things. You don't always have to trying to think of the word, be in everybody's face for them to notice you. You want to be more kinder, gentler than trying to push your agenda or whatever with other people. I guess that's what I would say. That's what we have for you, Lena. Good luck with that.
And I see Laura has joined us. Hi, Laura.
Hey, Laura. Good to see you. All right, we're on. I believe it's Angel Rivera. Hey, Angel Rivera, what do you want today? All right. Okay, let's use the new one. Shuffle and cut them, Mr. O.
Right.
All right. We have the third quarter moon, which is transition magic. Confronting angst and fearful plight, where shadows fall, consuming light. Rising darkness highlights position, forcing new hope and transition. This moon magic is said and done, so mote it be with harm to none. As the moon wanes further towards the inky darkness, you may be feeling isolated and abandoned, for this is your path to walk alone. There is no one to dry your eyes or sympathize with you. Sounds like the workplace to me. No, I'm just kidding. Where's the team when you need them? As you feel the very force of impending shadows, you become shrouded from the light. So cast all critics and those who dare judge you aside, and with confidence transition into the awaiting unique mold that reflects your true essence. Be still, breathe, and go deeper into the darkness as you merge with your truth. Time for transition, for becoming. But first prepare to have your world crash around you as your old self dies and you no longer recognize who you once were. You are nearing completion and a new world awaits. Taking that brave first step into the great void of the unknown is key to bringing about the change you require and ultimately your transformation. And you know what's interesting about that, and I never gave you the Lenormand, of course we got to do that, but what's interesting about this card is that I was at first going to say it sure sounds like the Death card to me, but now it almost sounds like the Tower card to me. You know, something must break down in order for something to emerge. And, but this doesn't sound like a, really scary Tower card per se. I think really, what it is saying right now, you're going to be, feeling like, hey, I guess I have to do this on my own. You're left to your own devices in some area of your life, whether it's work or whatever.
Ready?
You could put them out. I'm almost ready. Go on. Go on.
There's those birds.
Oh, man, it does sound interesting to me. So, maybe, I don't know, maybe this has to do, it almost smacks of office politics a little bit to me, Angel, because, when you get the birds, you get gossip a lot of times, and you have the scythe here. It's almost as if it's saying, hey, you want to cut away from these gossipers, It's possible you could be the subject of some gossip here, too. Some cutting words, which really makes me believe, again, this could be an office situation where, you just decide you don't need this, you don't need to work with them, on this, so you could get done what you need to do on your own.
Pin their feathers.
Couple of the other things I'll mention about it is the phase is dark, the goddess is the crone, transition, letting go, avoiding temptation, and shadow magic. So, it's just, I feel it's very tower-like. I just get that impression, reading that card for you. So, be aware for a tower moment at work that might be more in the realm of, I want to say, your interpersonal relations at work as opposed to, the work business itself. So it might have to do with team members, whatever the case may be. But that's what I see. I don't know what you want to add.
It really makes sense that it's kind of like changes.
Yeah.
And, so is that considered waning then or waxing?
Well, it's considered, did I say? Oh, it's waning. It's waning.
Right. Which would be the scythe.
Yeah. And I'm not going to read this card, but I pulled the bottom card because we usually do for you. I'm not going to read this one. It's Moon Crystals, which is recharge, which to me is a very clear thing. Whenever you're beaten down or you have to deal with catty office politics situations or whatever, you just want to recharge after that and regroup and, just say, hey, I'm strong enough to get around this. I don't need this.
All right.
Basically what I'll add to that. So that's what we have for you, Angel. Good luck with that.
And hi, Isaby. I see you've joined us.
Isaby, good to see you. Oh, no. And you didn't have to see him. Awesome.
So that's the company you were asking
Yeah.
about. On Thursday, you asked about company.
Yep.
I remember that. And you were in the tub. Yes, of course, of course. The Nine of Cups. It's all coming back to me.
Oh, were you buffering again, Violet? Uh-oh.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it did. Oh my gosh.
That's-
Yes. That's funny.
Well, I guess that card just gave you the inspiration on how to deal with it.
How to avoid them.
Don't like company? Go get in the tub.
All right. Well, let's move on. I think it's Libra, right?
Is it Libra? I thought we did Libra already.
Did we do Libra already? We did, didn't we? Oops.
Who are we on, Violet?
Yeah, we passed Libra. I don't know why I had Libra out of order. My bad. It's Angel Mary.
Angel Mary. All right. Thank you. I'm going to use the Neon Tarot. My pretty bright deck.
Yep. Okay, Angel Mary, we'll wait for your question. Ooh, my back is itching all of a sudden. Why? I don't know. I need to have a back scratcher on set.
But not Kitty.
Yo, not Kitty Claus.
He's
no.
an all-around scratcher, so... Angel Mary?
We'll wait and see if Angel Mary shows.
All right.
Any announcements? Lots.
Well, there could be an announcement or two. Let's
Super
see.
Tarot. Oh, Super Tarot Love Month. And also, I forgot to post on YouTube here. Getting into Tarot Talks. We're doing a Tarot Talk session on Zoom. If you know how to use Zoom and want to join us, you have to ask for an invite. You could just put your information. I'll need... Well, I don't know if you want to put that here in a discussion page. What you might want to do is write to TFT Tarot for Today at gmail.com and let us know you want to get in on it. It's going to be Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can pick one of those 2 days and just let us know which one you want. And give us your email we'll have it if you email us, so we can send you a link to the Zoom session. It's 45 minutes, so it's not very long. And we might do some readings. There'll be some fun readings for sure. And there will be some information given out.
Wednesday the 15th.
Some chat, just to get together with our followers and subscribers.
Wednesday and Friday.
Yes, Wednesday and Friday.
And I don't think Angel Mary's with us anymore. We may have to do the countdown.
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time both days. And, we may vary it eventually. These are just tests. The one we do next month will also be a test. But whenever we do this, we'll probably have 2 sessions because we want to keep them kind of informal and... have littler groups. There, hopefully no more than 15 in each session, but I don't know. We may expand it as time goes on. We'll see how it goes.
I have asked for a countdown.
Kara, you are up.
No countdown necessary.
Yeah, I don't think so. We killed enough time there. That's right.
Alrighty. What does Spirit have for me in improving my abilities?
Good question. The answer for me personally, would probably be stop eating candy.
Oh, should we tell them how bad we were last night?
Oh, man.
Mr. O was really bad and encouraged her we went out to eat, and we had a really nice dinner. It's at TV Diners, which is semi-upscale for us.
It's a diner, but it's not your ordinary diner, I think. But anyway, they make a cake they call the ho-ho cake. And it's like in a way, you might describe it like a hostess. Wasn't it a hostess?
Right, like a
Ho-ho?
massive ho-ho, right?
Yeah. And
So thick
when
and
I
creamy.
got one to go, and when she brought it to us, she said, they made a mistake in cutting it, so you have this ginormous piece. And I had to share it with Mr. O. It was so large.
Yeah, it was incredibly large. Ho-ho cake. Okay, Kara. No more delaying.
Yes.
It's the reversed Three of Pentacles. And it's the upright King of Swords. And then it's the reversed Four of Swords.
First one again, that's one. Three of Pentacles.
Three of Pentacles reversed.
King of Swords. And what's that one again?
The Four of Swords reversed. So you definitely need, to stick it into gear a little bit, I think.
That's
The
first
dog. The mountain. Don't go up the mountain, doggy. But I think the Three of Pentacles maybe suggests that you work best on your own, that maybe you can't necessarily work in a team when you're doing this. And in the sort of context, in a sense of being mentored, being somebody teaching you, like, Kara, come to my lessons every week and I will teach you how to hone your abilities. It's not impossible, but I'm just saying that maybe this is saying you work better if you mediate yourself on that regard. And the King of Swords sort of says that too, but I guess there's a cautioner saying that in terms of that, you do need to have the best of the best. You can't just, listen to any central resource and
you
say...
just hit it.
Yeah,
You hit what I was going to say.
I'll let you take in.
Well, because I love what you said here about, you can't just work with anybody. And the thing is, the King of Swords is saying here, choose wisely who your mentors are. Because, I can read this two ways, and I am going to read this two ways for you. But how this fits in here is, you could create problems and obstacles for yourself with who you trust. So you got to be careful here who you trust with teaching you. That's one thing. And also, I like what Mr. O said here. There's a lot you could probably do on your own, but you have to be willing to trust yourself. Maybe the obstacles to your learning on your own is you're not trusting your abilities enough. So, if you find a trusted advisor, it might help you.
I don't necessarily feel you need to have a mentor, as you've indicated. I'm looking at this as saying you just need to have a standard for your resources, a standard for your point of knowledge, whether that's through a library, through a set of references, through people whoever it is, you don't have to work with them directly. You just have to be able to have verification that, this is, good material for you to work with. But that's what I think. And then, of course, that's just saying really kick it into gear is what I said.
Put your energy into this. Definitely just immerse yourself in your studies, however you choose to do it. I wonder here, too, if it wouldn't be beneficial, just because we're saying not to work with people doesn't mean...
You shouldn't at all.
Well, it doesn't mean that you don't have to experience what other people have to offer. So, like, for example, you're studying a particular pagan path, and there's a pagan group in that area of your study that's doing a public event of some sort. You might want to attend and absorb knowledge. You don't have to work with them. You're just an attendee. And so, that's what I'm thinking here, too, is that you can learn from others indirectly without having to be tied to a specific working group.
There's a quality of physicality and experientialism about those three cards, the idea that you're tangibly doing something. And even though, this is saying mental. The other one is saying, like, really, you're getting into action. So some of this really is about understanding how to experience and evaluate.
So I know you talked about your abilities here. So whether it is, pagan, Wiccan, whether it is psychic, intuitive abilities, reading card abilities, keep that in mind. I mean, you can go and attend, different kinds of, hey, go get a reading from different readers and see how they operate, or go to events where they talk about, the skills and where they got them from. But you don't have to, and free events, you don't have to take formal training. You don't have to just, sign up for their classes or work in a circle or group. You can just attend and be a participant. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Right. And that means I get the Lenormand.
Hey, Moonlight.
Hi, Lily.
You can definitely have a wheel spin. I think, is it your wheel spin or mine?
Yes, I haven't done one.
All right.
Or not in a while. All right.
Justice.
It's justice.
It's justice, but it's not a winner. So we're doing this all month long, so feel free to come back to our shows and get another spin. Okay, will you find work soon? And can you have... Okay, work soon. Well, let's try 3 cards on that. And let's do this stack. And I can always get out that other deck for timing if we need it.
Ah, okay. So, Banshee's Sunday morning show, The Material Matters, does have useful information to success in business, education, and finance. It's a recorded show, but we are in the chat room usually live there, and of course most of our Tarot Tribe gang joins us, and so we discuss the reading and or any other thing that we think about.
The weather, how our coffee is, what
Who
we're
needs
eating.
more coffee?
And, I'm going to not spill that. Okay. Got it. Okay,
Right.
in case we need it. I should have had it out. Oh, what you got there? Now, this is a career reading.
I know.
But there could be. It's all right. Okay. 2 of Pentacles is upright. The Sun is reversed. And the Queen of Swords is upright.
Following that, in Lenormand, there's Mars. That is possibly a male inquirer, or just the inquirer in general. Male person, I guess I would say. And then there's the writer. All right.
Well, it may be tough, but I would just say here, try to keep it together, This is a juggler. It seems like, you're managing right now, but, I know how when you're looking for a job, it can be really stressful. So just try to keep things in balance and harmony and in check right now. I know that things may have not been looking up either. We have the Sun here, which can indicate delays and frustrations with delays. So whatever is wrong here, whatever is delaying success, you're going to have to take a good hard look at here. You're going to have to really decide, what more do you need to do? Is there ways that you should be expanding, your search for jobs, looking for things? I don't know. I'm just going to throw ideas out there just as examples. Like, for example, jobs maybe that might be a little bit of a reach for you too, experience-wise, that you're going to try for. Or maybe entry-level ones that might be a little bit beneath you, but if you need something, you might have to consider. So, this is maybe some of the thought processes you have to have here. I feel here with I'm going through it all so you can go through it. I'm feeling here with the writer, man, you might be getting, there's somebody who might contact you. I don't know if you have resumes out there right now, but looks like there could be the potential for somebody to contact you who is interested in an interview maybe. There's a move here. Writers is either about movement or messages coming.
Well, as a Gestalt, I look at these cards and I wonder if some of the message is saying you should be trying to go into a field that maybe is typically not associated with your background, or maybe this is saying that that's one of the reasons why it's working against you. People aren't giving you an honest shake because you seem to be working against type. And why I say that is more specifically the relationship between the Queen of Swords and then these two cards down here, because I sort of feel like maybe something makes you feel or is possibly compelling you to have more complementary qualities, possibly even what would be considered more aggressive or masculine qualities over your own, possibly. And yet this may be a decision on your own to say being a little bit more forceful in certain ways may get you what you're wanting. But what I'm wondering is if it is really working out or not. Even the sun reverse could be saying something about being in an atypical area, so that maybe this is saying you're not working in necessarily a more mental area where your mental skills are more in use. Maybe you're working in a more physical area where there are physical skills that are more necessary. Just a thought, I guess.
Well, now don't take this to the bank. Don't take this one to the bank, but these cards are kind of a timeline cards, and I kind of combine two sets of cards together, and I pull one, and I pull actually one from the top and one from the bottom to see if I can get a viable time frame for when things will happen. And believe me, there's a lot of long time frames in here, and I don't want people to get discouraged when they see them. But this one in particular started, the first one I pulled is actually this one, within 2 weeks, and then 8 months. So I'm kind of like, wow, so that's a window of within 2 weeks to 8 months from now. So I want you to think about this. I really wonder about this right here, and if it's talking about this. It's possible if you have resumes out there that within 2 weeks you might get a call for one of these. Now, will it lead to a job? I'm not sure. My thinking might be here is that I have a feeling you'll be employed this year, and that by 8, I can say pretty conclusively, intuitively, that by 8 months from now, you might be settled into a place. So in other words, I think from 2 weeks to maybe more like 4 months from now, you might be able to, I'm just giving you a window here. I don't know if things are going to and the reason why, I'm not sure things are going to totally happen immediately because of the sun. The sun speaks of delays, and so I wonder if, it will take a little time yet before something gels for you. Hopefully, though, maybe something positive will come to you within 2 weeks. Got to keep us posted.
Yeah, let us know if you can.
We love to know.
We love the feedback, really.
Good luck with that, Moonlight.
Good luck, Moonlight.
All right. And now we're on Marry the Aries, aren't we? Yep. Oh, you're very welcome.
You're welcome. And Mary, if you want to spin, let us know. a spin on the wheel here to win a
Love reading.
love reading. Yes. Oh, those candies are so good. I like them.
Yes, the Brax ones are the best. I pulled them away. And you can actually read the things on there. The sweetheart ones are all muddled. TTYL and text me.
So still looking for Mary the Aries.
Mary the Aries, you haven't abandoned us, I hope.
Don't disappoint this Aries. Or Violet, who is our other Aries on staff.
Hey, Violet, we're getting through the list pretty fast here.
Yeah, we seem to have a nice row going on. Of course, that happens when you have to leave some people behind.
Well, we only left one behind so far. But it looks like Mary the Aries are going to have to count down soon. Oh, no! All right. Pragati is up. If Mary comes back, we'll have time to read for her, or Angel Mary for that matter. Hi, Pragati.
Hi, Pragati. And we saw you at the happy hour yesterday.
Yeah, we did indeed.
And seen you in a little while. Nice to see you again. Yes, please go ahead and post your question.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. It's your turn, Pragati.
And I'll just briefly mention that here it is, Tarot Talks, the thing you talked about.
Yes.
It is going to be on next Wednesday and Friday. We're going to just call through the possible invitees, people who've responded, and we'll get back to you on that.
And, you know, if everybody picks the same day and I only have 15, maybe it'll just be one day this time, which is fine. I do have some little wares to show off, one to play with, and some other things to talk about. Who knows? Maybe we can do a card reading on what the heck's been flying over the U.S. and Canada getting shot down. Maybe we can prognosticate on that. Who knows? So it's going to be a fun show where we get to know each other. You'll have a chance to ask us some questions. We'll have an open-ended time there. But it's only 45 minutes to start with. We hope to at least expand it to an hour in the future. But we haven't upgraded our Zoom yet, so we're thinking about it.
So I'm using my new Modern Love Tarot for Pragati's question because it has a love romantic context. And, of course, it's a beautiful deck by Ethany. Art.
Pragati, would you like a spin of the
Lucy
wheel for a
Morningstar.
free reading?
Yeah.
Oh, you had a spy balloon in India too, really? Wow. In Indiana, really? This is crazy. I'm beginning to think it's aliens.
Well, maybe I get a little
Okay,
eulogy.
spinning the wheel.
Alrighty. Good luck.
It is the High Priestess again. That's the second time I got the High Priestess. Sorry, but, you know, come back this month and we're doing this all month long.
Alright, so then. Will I feel emotionally fulfilled in my married life?
I love the backs of those cards.
I know, I do too.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Such a nice gift from someone who loves you.
Thank you. So there is the reverse Knight of Wands. And there is the Five of Pentacles. And there is the Five of Swords. So this has a quality of not exactly good outcome here, but let's see the Lenormand before
Well, your
we start
question
it.
specifically was, would you feel emotionally fulfilled in your married life? And I'm looking at it in those terms because, yeah, I've got some interesting stuff here, too. I have the coffin and the whip. What does that mean? We'll get into it. So we have I can't read that, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands reversed, the Five of Pentacles upright, and
The Five of Swords reversed.
well, this sort of fits into what I'm going to say. You will feel fulfilled in your married life if, depending on how you handle certain things, I feel here that what could be a problem in married life and isn't a problem in many people's married life is how you get along with each other. How compatible are you? And so I think what the cards are saying here is that, if there's a lot of disagreements, they could get very heated. They could get, they could upset things a lot. And it leaves you feeling drained and like you are lacking love in your life. I feel here that, so in other words, don't recklessly fall into a relationship too fast. I'm wondering about this here when I see the whip. I think I'm really all over the place with these cards in this reading, but I feel here that don't jump into a relationship without really testing those waters first. I think happiness can be achieved despite the cards I see here, but I think these cards are warning you, to be very cautious and careful how you do this. And aggression will end, relationships and, faster than anything. So, it's...
Yes, that is the Five of Swords reversed, Brigati.
Yeah.
I agree with Banshee on the most part. I sort of feel this is indicating that there would be issues with adversity or anger to some degree, but there might also be issues with just people understanding each other. And so it would be important to remember that in order to understand each other, you can't necessarily move towards extremes, because this is a card of extremes.
She just stopped in to share the love.
Hi, Victoria.
Wow.
So I think it's like what Banshee's saying. Maybe I'm just being a little bit more looking at it like this is a potentiality here that you have to watch for. But it could also be saying, too, that really you are attuned to the idea that you might quickly have to end the things that are, harmful. And so the thing is you just need to understand that it's probably better.
That's a good point.
To not, let yourself be in that situation. That's kind of what Banshee said, too.
I like that, though. Yeah.
All right.
That's what we have right now. I really think happiness can be achieved, but, we all struggle, And so the other thing is, in relationships, when difficulties come, when there are rough times, I think another thing when I see the Five of Pentacles here is when times get hard, maybe there's another thing, don't get hard on each other. It's how you also, remember marriage is for better or worse. And so when times are bad, make sure you don't get hard on each other, because that, I think, could cause problems as well.
And I'm sorry, it feels that way, Pragati. We do feel like these are a snapshot in time and that we are not qualified to be, an actual marriage counselor of any sort, financial counselor. We just tell you what we feel. It's up to you, to decide what to do with the information. But I can definitely relate to what you're saying.
No, in relation to what you're saying there, Pragati, you know, this just may be a bad time and a bad cycle for you. And so remember, the tarot is only a snapshot in time, and you can change this destiny anytime you want. So, you know, it's up to you to take this information now and try to make something better of it, you know, and even for that matter, prove it wrong. And so that's why we do what we do, you know, because we hope we give you something to think about. And yeah, I know sometimes it sounds really depressing, but you can change that, you know. And also sometimes...
Thank you, sweetie.
Oh, no. I'm not saying it's a reflection on us. I don't know if he alluded that way, but I would say that, you know, I understand where you're coming from, that you just feel like the cards have nothing good to tell you lately, no matter who's reading them for you. And I feel like that's just indicating to me that you are going through a rough patch this time. When you get cards that seem to say the same things over and over, they are trying to impart a message to you, a message of change, changes that may be necessary. So look into your heart and see what you can do to change it.
No, I understand, Pragati, that you don't think it's a reflection of us. I personally feel like I'm empathic enough to kind of feel that from you too, and so I understand, or I'm trying to. Excuse me.
All right, let's move on. But that's what we have for you this time, Pragati. Come back anytime. We enjoy your presence here.
Yep.
And good luck. I'm wishing you the best.
And Victoria, thank you for dropping in. If you stick around,
You're
of course,
very
at all,
welcome.
you know, we'll toss a card for you.
Victoria!
Victoria.
I'm here. Sharing the love. A conversation heart. It says, call me.
Whoops. Well, it's kind of faded. You just call me. Oh, I'm really out of tune.
But I'm eating it now.
A message for next week. Are you next then? Yes, you are. Alrighty, Laura. So, was that my card? Yeah, it was, the Modern Love. So I get the Lenormand back. Laura wants a message for next week.
All right.
And I need that deck.
All right. I hear you, Mr. O.
Don't make me sing another song.
Oh, man. Can I shuffle in
Irene,
peace?
pay attention.
Can I shuffle in peace?
Wait till the show's over.
You always say that, and I'm still here.
There will be a damage report. You're welcome, Laura.
What number's that?
It's the Lovers, right?
It's the Lovers reversed. Uh-oh.
No, wait. It's
What?
Is it that? I thought 7 was the Chariot. But that looks like Love, doesn't it?
Isn't 6 a Chariot?
No, the Chariot comes after.
Oh.
Fine.
That's the Lovers.
It's the Lovers reversed.
Oops. Show them. Uh-oh.
We're sorry, Laura. We
Something
seem to
got
be
into the mix, but...
off our game here a bit.
Whoa. Now we have the Magician reversed.
Well, that one's definitely number 1, like it should be.
And then we have The Nine of Queens upright.
Indeed.
Well, message for next week, Laura. My advice to you, let's see what he's got.
The Rider. The Lily.
My advice to you is you will get, better results, longer lasting results, I feel, if you make moves on your own this week. Because right now I see here with the Lovers reverse that, there may be people who might be trying to coerce you to do something you're either not ready for, you don't feel very confident about, you're not really sure you should do this. And, you're going to have to really stand up for yourself and with your own needs. And, look at what you've got, how far you've gotten. And if you really need to take on something that is maybe not right for you. Does this make sense? I think I've kind of...
It almost feels like next week, just an aberration or flaw.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to please anybody. You're not able to please somebody. Your talents aren't just particularly working out. You're better off just maybe chilling on your own if you can get away with that. Maybe there's an opportunity for that. Maybe you're in between various things there. Some of this maybe that, I'm sensing from this, despite maybe how it might be that maybe you felt the choice to do this, or when it's offered to you, is not a fair choice. Like maybe somebody sort of used emotional baggage or codependency to sort of make you
coercion
to make that choice. So you want to watch for that, because it just may not please anybody to do that.
I guess I was floundering a little bit here. I almost think this is saying that long term, you got to think about, if this is in your best interest, if this move is in your best interest long term,
Right, whatever the situation is, it just looks like maybe that's true ultimately, but right now, it may not be right now. You may not have arrived there yet. So maybe somebody's thinking you're more ready than you are in this particular instance.
Or, that's what it looks like to me. I guess with the Magician reversed, it could also be people not appreciating your talents, but
it can be that. And I sort of said that too in the beginning, didn't I?
And this is not a time to fake it till you make it with someone. This is not a time for that, because it would likely be exposed, and it wouldn't be good. So I heard something.
I know.
I know. It wasn't him. But you're better off. It just seems like, going your own way in this next week. Good luck with that.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting there. Good luck, Laura. I don't think it's a super major thing, but it is one of those kind of things that has its own amount of drama for you. You know, that you'll have to spend a little time thinking about whose motives, kind of stuff. Alrighty.
All right. Isabel, are you here for a reading today? Stay away from drama every week, if possible.
It's so true.
Unless it's juicy gossip and you really got to know, right, Scorpio?
That would be me, right? All right, there's Isabel.
Tune out the dramas. And spill the tea, all of it. No.
You know, that's the thing about Scorpios. Everybody always says, oh, they're so good at keeping secrets. No, we're not. We're only good at finding them out. And then blah, 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 guess what?
So true.
It is true.
I'm glad he admits. So true.
I'm good at finding things out, but usually I'm not good at keeping it secret.
Man, you get them with a gossiping group and I worry.
I know, it's been my downfall on more than one occasion, frankly. Isabel, are we doing a reading for you? Oh, I just remembered.
Three can keep a secret if two of them are dead.
Ah, yes. That was a great song from a few years back. It was a theme song for the Pretty Little Things TV show. I always love that sentiment.
Pretty Little Things or Liars?
Pretty Little Liars? That show, yeah, sorry.
All right.
Excuse me. Because it was about somebody who might have been murdered by them, might have been, and so they were sort of,
Did we get a question from Isabel?
I don't recall that.
Did you want a reading today? Go ahead and type a question. It is your turn.
That'll give me a few
Gosh,
more.
we're at the bottom of the show and it's only 3:18. What will Violet Lotus do with all this extra time?
Better.
The question is, what will I do? I'll have to go back to my webpage and delete spammers.
Yes, but you know, it's a fulfilling work. It is.
Tedious but fulfilling.
Plonk, you're gone. You're gone. Plonk. And I'm going to use the star spinner for you, Isabel. It's a beautiful kind of Art Nouveau whimsical. But I'm just pulling out, they give us a number of extra lover cards. They give us one for every possible lover thing.
And you did not do that in advance of the show?
I forgot they were mixed in there. I'm sorry. I'm almost through it, though, so I think it'll be okay.
Okay. I can do the Jeopardy theme. We could all do that. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Sorry I did that.
All right, a general reading. This is a really beautiful deck, and I know you kind of like to look at the artwork a little bit. I'll just show you one real quick there, Isabel. This is the King of Cups, King of Chalices. It's a little bit Eastern, but I like the sort of Art Nouveau kind of coloring and line quality. So let's do that general reading. There you. Oh wait, you're doing Lenormand. Well, I thought you
Why did I move them?
Who would know? A lot of light coming in that window there. It's kind of
I see that.
bleaching out the cards.
Got a lot of sunshine today.
So
Great
the
state
first
of
one
Michigan.
is the upright Ten of Cups. Very beautiful image there. And then the reversed Seven of Swords.
So I'd say Ace of Cups.
No, it's the 10.
10X. Okay, I couldn't see it. It looked like an A from here.
And then finally, it is the reversed Four of Coins. Michigan Sunshine is the best. You're right, Isabel.
Reversed 4 of Coins.
Yeah, it sort of reminds me of Peter Max a little bit, Victoria. Not exactly, but a little bit. And you know, my original Hoi Polloi deck is sort of Peter Maxian too, in a way, with the coloring scheme. Okay, so then in Lenormand, there's the fish and the bear. And I know bear like fish. Lead them to a stream and they're going to find it.
Well.
Okay. I'm just being silly.
No. So that's a 4 of Coins. Okay.
It does look like a
You
Peter
can go
Max
ahead
size.
if you want.
All right. So, Isaby, as a general reading, this is like saying, like, you have love. You have a lot of qualities of love around you, and it's like taken to that ultimate level of not like, young love, but like the love and appreciation of a family, of extended family, or of a good harmonious household, even if you're the only one in the household. And then what was that one? That one was the reverse Seven of Swords. I think this is saying maybe, you're on to something in terms of maybe a new project or new idea, and it probably will be a long running thing. It's nothing you need to work quickly towards. You may not necessarily feel it has to have urgent action. It's just more or less kind of something that's formulating. Maybe I see that too from the reversed Four of Coins. That's sort of something outgoing. So maybe it's an extension of what you produce outward too. It's not as much creative expression, but something that you are also making. And maybe I see that too a little bit with these things. This is an empowerment card. The Bear is about you taking things into your own hands, which I kind of talk about, and the idea of maybe being prosperous or being successful. Did I save you anything, or did I screw it up?
I don't know where I'm going with this, because I think I've got a different tangent. I'm looking at this here, and I feel as though some happiness or some peace of mind. Tens are completion. Sure, you might be completing a project or a goal or something. It's happy times, but tens, I'm thinking here, this is saying you might achieve some happiness and joy after either you or somebody else comes clean about something, admits to something, maybe admits to some foible, owns something that they've been trying to avoid. They let go of holding on to, whatever this was, and they finally admit they've either made a mistake, they've done something wrong, and it restores harmony and happiness. And I'm really getting a disconnect here between these and the Lenormand. I almost feel like they're talking about two different things here. I also feel like, and this is just a general reading, I feel as though you're going to be focusing a lot, in coming weeks on financial security and stability. I just feel here that this is something that's going to be important. The Bear can be about self-empowerment. The Bear can be about standing up for yourself. And, so I can see a little bit in that what I said here. But looking at it combined with the Fish makes me feel that this is involving, that you'll be involved in financial security. Now, that being said, if whatever somebody is coming clean about and trying to let go and release, something they've been holding on to here, harmony will be restored and maybe some financial stability. Maybe this is about a financial matter. I'm not sure. I think they could be separate because it's a general reading. Or if you know of a situation like this that may involve some financial entanglements.
Money owed to you that you've been trying to figure it out, either a red tape angle or getting somebody to fess up. It's interesting. I still love those cards.
That's what we have for you, I think.
I think so. I can't really add anything to that.
So good luck with that. Well, I know that the Swords card confuses you. It is a confusing card. Either way. Sometimes when it's upright, it's talking about sneaky behavior, people doing things that may be unethical, etc. But when it's reversed, it's almost the opposite, like things are revealed. And sometimes people actually own it and they admit well, I'm sorry I made this mistake. I'm sorry I cheated you out of money, or I didn't pay you back, or I lied about this. It's that kind of card too, with some underhanded behavior of some
So
sort.
it could be something coming to light that you didn't realize at all, and then when you do it, it may make sense. But it always kind of brings the idea that maybe somebody else's machinations were involved in it to some degree.
Yeah. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what the cards are pointing to today, I think. Good luck with that.
All right.
Hey, Victoria, before Violet, are you sure you don't want us to throw a card for you, or 2 or 3? I'm just checking. We're ahead of the game here. I know Violet's already posted her question, but I'm a little troublemaker. What are you doing?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'll let you use your deck because Violet wants, I know, under no uncertain terms, Violet wants the Tarot of the Owls.
But I thought that if we did this, then I could say, I'm sorry, Violet, but I'm the one that has to do your reading, and I'm going to use the Black Tarot. No, I'm going to use the Black Tarot for Victoria's question. So go right ahead. And the Black Tarot is very dark. It sort of feels like the Ghost Tarot, but maybe even more at a remote level, like it's more about entities. But it's got all the normal tarot cards. It's just got a real
dark look.
Continents, yes.
So at any
What's
rate,
coming
what's coming up for Victoria? All right.
No! Bingo. Oh, well. You messed with me this time, Violet, but I'm watching you. So what is coming up for Victoria? What's happening?
All right.
The star, and it's upright. Dark star.
And
Dark
it's
star.
upright.
I'll
I
see
like
you
it.
in the morning. Dark.
Man.
Oh. Page of buttocks. I mean, spheres. Well, his buttocks look like spheres. Page of spheres. That's pentacles.
Spheres are... spheres. Gotcha. I thought you said spears.
No, no one wants to spear those.
Will you stop it?
Oh, God, it's getting worse. It's strength. But I like it. It really accentuates a feminine quality there, in a sense. So
That's funny, Victoria. Hey, I'm going to be in another synchronicity. I'm going to be 66 this year. Double sixes. Okay, which is that one again?
strength.
Upright?
Yeah.
You got all upright cards, Victoria. This
What do you
is...
got?
Well...
It's not the page of buttocks.
Wait.
It's bear and birds.
Bearing all, Mr. O. Go on. Keep
The birds do it. Bees do it.
Somebody getting a little giddy here today. All right.
What's coming?
Optimism. Hope returns, Victoria. It looks very, very positive. The return of light. I feel here that, wish upon a star time. I mean, this is a time to be optimistic. Show your positive side. The Page of Swords is indicating to me here that you may have some interesting choices or decisions to make soon. And strength is there. I feel that, I don't know here. Maybe this is talking about how you communicate to others. So with optimism being at play here, things looking up, maybe even this is saying that people are looking at you right now. The light is on you. The Page of Swords is all about how you
It's
communicate.
spheres.
Oh, it's pentacles. Well, that's even better if it's in my realm, because basically this is saying that, be optimistic, because I think something may be coming towards you business-wise as if it hasn't already. And strength indicates to me that, this could be very powerful for you. Also, I would say to approach this, you won't have to, you literally won't have to, how do I want to say this? Knock them out, with a kick-ass presentation or whatever. Oh, did I say that? Well, at any rate, you won't have to do that. You can be a little bit more subtle in your approach, but it looks like something may be coming to you. And again, I look here, and you should be feeling very empowered right now by something you're going to be communicating to others. In this case, I don't feel it's about gossip. I feel this is about, my feeling is it's like impressing a group. Like, for example, a hiring committee.
Well, I sort of agree with the other two cards, but I think that Page of Buttocks, spheres means something else altogether. The Page of Pentacles is often sort of like a mystic, abstract personality, somebody who is interested in learning about those things as well as other things. So I actually think this is like maybe the destiny that's coming to you, the inspiring thing, is somebody realizing this is where they need to put you, that you need to have this kind of work here. So maybe it's another book deal, maybe it's more working on TV shows about the paranormal, blah. And I feel like this is saying, really, this is ultimately going to be a really strength position for you. Strength in the bear sounds like it's very empowering when this thing happens, that all of a sudden it's like maybe some pieces falling into place. And I think it's coming up. Maybe you're going to start to hear a little chatter about that soon.
And the other thing about this page is I think this is going to be the start of something that you could really grow into and will highlight your strengths. I think that that's here too, with the bear and strength together here. So it's looking really positive suddenly for you. I don't know if you're still pounding the pavement there, but this is looking pretty good if you are.
Yeah, I just think it's coming to you, and it's going to be something you really like because it's going to be in a field you really feel you represent well in.
So good luck with that.
Good luck.
You're going to do a presentation in April calling it Paranormal Peter Principle. Hey, cool. So I think you'll shine, if this is even relating to that. Something you're going to do is really going to shine. It's awesome. Good luck with that. Woo! All right, Violet, I think we know what you want. And where's that question? Did you take it down or is it still there? There it is. What do the cards say about what is really going on with these unidentified flying objects? Oh!
Damn,
all right, I like this question. Let's see what the owls think. The owls are up there in the sky. Maybe they know. That's right.
Everybody must be watching our Super Bowl predictions, and that's why they're not here.
Sure, Mr. O. Wow. Not sure what to make of those Lenormand, but let's see what we got here. Got the Eight of Swords upright. Oh no, we got the Two of Cups upright. I don't think that was sent with love, but I have a thought here.
I do too, and you're not going to like it.
Oh, and the Six of Wands upright. Uh-oh. Yeah. I mean, these are generally good cards, but let's go here.
The illusion keeps harmony and keeps them in control.
Doesn't this look like to you that this could indicate this is a superpower?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal. They want to make however these are coming, they want to test our vulnerabilities. Don't you think when you see this? But also, they want to intimidate and instill this sense of, we can do what we want sort of thing here. Maybe they want to see how far they can go, too. I think here, I'm wondering about this here, and I'm almost sensing that there might be more than one party involved in this. Seeing the Two of Cups here, that could be working together in harmony to affect some sort of means. And then finally here with
Their power.
No, what is this again?
6 of Wands.
The 6 of Wands is about victory. They're trying to one-up us in some way. And so, make everybody feel like, they are on top. And they want us to know that they can, that they are somebody to be reckoned with. And they're looking for some sort of victory here. I mean, if you look at the Sun being in this reading and the 6 of Wands, they definitely want a victory here.
Well, China is the most east of countries where the sun rises, and of course the bear often means Russia, so maybe they're the Two of Cups there, I don't know.
Did you see my tweet thread today, Angel? I sent out some pictures of it, so you might want to look at that. Yes. The owl deck. I got it, finally. It's beautiful, it really is. This was a very interesting reading, Violet. And this is a point I have to make about cards in context. And also, this is a great topic. I don't know for Tarot Talks or my Tarot show later when I'm teaching Tarot. But, when you get positive cards, again, it's in context to the question being asked. And I was asked, what is the purpose of these flying things, right? Why are they here? What is their intent? Well, that's how you read it, and it's not good for us, I think. It's not good for us, but it's good for somebody. Somebody is trying to make good on it. And that's what I see. So, good question, Violet. And these are the kind of things, too. Some people...
That was an awesome question.
We don't always want to glut up our live stream necessarily with politics and things that divide people. But you know what? In a small group, if people have questions related to what's going on with current events, we could throw a few cards on that and see what's going on. We may just do that anyway as part of Tarot Talks.
Special episode of Your Weird Week.
And of course, we're doing Your Weird Week, which maybe, if we feel it comes up intuitively, we'll touch on some of these issues. So yeah, absolutely. All right, anything else, Mr. O? That's what we have for you, Violet.
What a wild, wacky afternoon.
Yeah, and we're done early. Look at that. We are done early.
Who knew?
What a shocker.
I know, I don't think any of us know what the answer is. So anyways, as everyone knows, we will be back on Thursday evening from 7 to 9 p.m. to deliver more of what we're doing here. Don't forget to watch Goth Tarot on Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m. or the Emotional Exchanges at 7 a.m. Friday mornings.
Next week we have...
the Zooms.
Monthly modality message.
The monthly modality, that's going to be on the 18th?
Yes.
Oh my God, we got so much work to do.
We got a lot of work to do.
Thanks, Victoria. Appreciate it.
Hey, you're very welcome. Always good to see you here. It's good to see everybody here. Done early on a Sunday. Yeah, I can't kill time with anything else right now, but I just want to say thanks to everybody for coming today. Had some, I think, pretty good readings today. not all happy joy, but I take it in context how I feel the readings went. Stay tuned for more. We're going to do a past life, I think, sometime soon.
We're doing it on the 24th. I don't
It's
quite
the
have
love of your past life.
Right.
And how maybe that relationship informs your life in the present.
So I'm figuring mine was one of the Three Stooges. I'm trying to think.
Oh,
But
God.
nothing's happening.
Anyway, we'll see you all soon. Take care. Have a great rest of your Sunday.
Bye, everyone.
See you again. Bye-bye.